is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision, right here and now. My decision, right here and now. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome.
What do I do if I'm not chasing anything? What do I do if I've got everything that I need? It's a question that no one's prepared me to answer. Where do I go if I'm right where I'm supposed to be? Where do I go if wherever I am home? It's a question I'm presently wanting to answer. If the usual way doesn't work for me now, that's a void I know nothing about. What if the race is over and we all automatically win? What if the game is ended?
You are
Long before it even begins. What if the test has been taken and we're all passing again and again? If the race is over, what then? What do I say if it's all perfect anyway? What do I say if I'm not here to change anyone? It's a question I truly don't know how to answer. How do I live if my life is eternity? How do I live if I'm no longer afraid to die? It's a mystery, no one can give me an answer. If the usual way doesn't work anymore, there's no map for what life has in store. What if the race is over and we all automatically win? What if the game is ended long before it even begins? What if the test has been taken and we're all passing again and again? If the race is over, what then? What is the purpose of time here on earth? How do I now define my death and birth? For that matter, what is my life really worth in the end? What's mine to give and what's mine to receive? Whom do I worship? What do I believe? Seems every answer comes right back to me in the end. What if the race is over and we all automatically win? What if the game is ended long before it even begins? What if the test has been taken and we're all passing again and again? If the race is over and we're all born victorious,
Testing,
if the
testing, 1, 2, 3.
race
Testing,
is
check, check, check.
over, what then? separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. I want to know you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to see you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to hear you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to feel you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to praise you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to love you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. God is right here in my heart. Where I stand is my God. God is right here in my heart. Where I am is my God. Is right here in my heart. Separation, I'm raising the veil. Raising the veil. God is right here in my heart. Where I stand is my God. Is right here in my heart. Where I am is my God. Is right here in my heart. Separation, I'm raising the veil. Raising the veil.
Good morning, everyone. So grateful to see all of you here in the sanctuary, and also those of you on Zoom or who are streaming in some way to be with us virtually this morning. We're grateful to have everyone assembled here. We're here to remind each other the truth of who we really are. That's the mission of this beautiful spiritual community. And we're so grateful to be together to remind each other. And those of you who come every Sunday, you know that usually we have a bunch of people up front starting with a little chant, and there's a lot of people, unfortunately, missing today, either away on vacation or some are healing right now with the COVID and other things going on in their lives. So this is a little unusual for me. I'm Reverend Betty, and I come usually twice a month here and love being with you as your minister of record. And today I'm going to do the platform as well as the talk. And so I'm grateful to be here. And we don't have a live musician today either, so we're experimenting with CDs. That's going to be a new experience. So bear with us as we come together, though, knowing that we hold the high watch for Unity of Gainesville and all the beautiful members and friends and congregation that are not here today, and that all those beautiful people who are on Zoom, we just encircle you with love and say good morning, and we're grateful to be here. So the little chant, some of you already know, and actually I'm going to ask Ann, who's one of our wonderful prayer chaplains, we're going to chant together, and you just join us with that welcoming chant. We say, welcome to unity, where love is felt, truth is taught, lives are transformed, all is well, as we express the Christ within. So we're all grateful to be here, and I have a few announcements really quickly. Actually, the most important one is sign-ups for our tea party. We're going to have a tea party in Alachua. Did I say it right? Or Alachua? Alachua. On Saturday, October 1. Now, you may have heard about it. It was scheduled for an earlier Saturday, but we pushed it out a little bit to make sure everybody gets a chance to sign up. So it'll be the first Saturday of October, 2 p.m., at this beautiful little tea house right on Main Street in Alachua. And it's called Tea Time Tranquility and Treasures. And it's a lovely brunch with a choice of some sandwiches or quiches or whatever their menu is. We will be showing you the menu later, but we got a sign-up sheet in the foyer. And those of you online, you can call the office if you want to sign up. And they are only going to take 25 people. So it's a way to have a lovely fellowship with others. We're going to have some fun little games and, you know, have your choice of 50 kinds of blends of teas that they have, and this lovely lunch, and then they have desserts that are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And it will be $33 a person, and $10 of that is going to go to Unity of Gainesville as a fundraiser. So we're going to feel that prosperity coming in, and if you'd love to just come together on that Saturday, it's the October 1st, sign up in the hall or call the office and get on the list, and we would just love to see you there on October 1st. So we would also like to start, as we usually do in our service, with an opening prayer, and Ann is going to give us that opening prayer.
So just take a nice cleansing breath. Feel your body in your chair and your feet on the floor. Feel your heart smiling with joy at being here in this beautiful sanctuary, surrounded by many loving beings, some in physical, some online, and some in the ethers energetically. We feel the love. We soak it in, and we are so grateful. We dedicate this service today to love. We know that everyone having a service to make this happen is divinely guided, that Reverend Betty is the voice of Spirit as she speaks to us today. And so we say, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the source of all good. And so it is. And now we sing right there.
Thank you, Ann. Yes, and we're now going to sing along with a CD. And so this is something new for us, and we have people handling the sound system that are different than our regular people. So we're going to send prayers and love to them, but they're ready to go. And if you have your handout, this is a beautiful, actually, can you hand me one that I think is, no? See, I have too many papers.
Can you share it with someone who doesn't?
So Ann and I will try to start you off anyway. It's the first one we're going to sing together. This is a beautiful song by Karen Drucker, and we're grateful to be able to use her beautiful music. And many of you have already heard this. So let's sing to the world. We're ready to go. You ready to go?
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world.
Now, 2 times that verse.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the heart, I am.
Well, we did pretty well there. Yay! Good for you. Thank you, Ann. Great. We'd like to welcome our newcomers now. And I know we've got at least 3 of you out there. So I met Robbie and Mike. Would you raise your hand and just be acknowledged? And also we have, and I'm so sorry now, Cindy, who's here, and we welcome her. And Ann is going to bring you a newcomer package, and we'd love to stay connected with you. There's Cindy. Cindy, Robbie, and Mike. And so we bless you all for finding us, and we're grateful that you're here. And if you've never been to Unity before, you might find some of our teachings a little different. We call ourselves a metaphysical approach to spirituality. And so we embrace these universal principles that are found in most of the major religions. And so we're so glad you could join us. And I know Robbie's from, Mike is from Ocala, Unity of Ocala. So Robbie knows Unity. And so we're grateful to have you. Good. All right. Well, blessings to you all. And if you have any questions after the service, just please stay after and ask us questions. That'd be great if you'd like to get to know Unity better. Okay. So now we're going to have the reading of the daily word. And yes, Ann is coming forward again. Good.
Daily word for today is purpose. And the affirmation is, I pursue my purpose with passion. And from John chapter 18, verse 37, for this I was born, and for this I came into the world to testify to the truth. Over the course of my life, I've discovered what has kindled my passions, captivated my attention, and made me feel most alive. My passions lead me to discover my purpose, to which I choose to devote my time and my life. My highest spiritual purpose is to live from my divine nature. My divine gifts of life, love, and wisdom express uniquely through my passions, fulfilling me while demonstrating the truth of my being. I listen to the still, small voice of spirit within to discern the best way to fulfill my purpose. I heed its call to learn, discover, and grow. It is never too early or too late to embark upon the journey of a lifetime. I am ready, willing, and more than able. So our affirmation again, I pursue my purpose with passion.
Thank you, Ann. And now, if I were the person on the platform, I'd introduce the speaker. That is Reverend Betty. Hello. And I'm always so grateful to be here and just affirming again that we come together on these beautiful times of fellowship and this spiritual community to keep evolving our spiritual consciousness and to keep reminding ourselves the truth of who we really are as spiritual humans. And this year, our theme has been every Sunday about becoming fully human, fully divine, to become all that we are meant to be as spiritual humans. And so this month, our theme has been about prosperity and abundance. And wow, that's an important spiritual understanding. Really get what true prosperity is. As we look out there to the physical world right now, it doesn't look so good, right? I mean, the pandemic, the global crises we're seeing around the climate change. I mean, we're seeing every week some kind of natural disaster that rivals the stories of the Old Testament. Fires and floods and all of that. And it's kind of easy to get down if we're just seeing that through our human senses, through our human perception. But that's not who we really are. We're spiritual beings. We're beings of light and energy, eternally in and expressing the amazing, infinite divinity, the source of all that is. Do we get that? That we are in God. That's a big idea to get our heads around. I think it's a little easier to say God is in us, yes, because we have the experience of God within us. But to know that we are in God, this indescribable, divine energy, that's a tough one. And we have to keep working on our concept of, God. What is God? And what is our relationship to God? But when we think about prosperity and abundance, then, through our human conception, that's just not enough, because we are given these divine powers, these spiritual powers, always within us that allow us to see and understand beyond the physical world. That's what metaphysics means. We have the power for a totally different perspective on what we see with our human eyes. And so when we are evolving spiritually, we see differently. We hear things differently. We experience things differently. And when it comes to prosperity, one of the key important ideas is that we not conform to society's definition of prosperity. What's society's definition of prosperity? Money, 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 money. Commercialism. Buy the latest car, have the biggest house, have the nicest clothes. Those are the messages we get from the clever advertisers and marketers out there, right? They tell us what we want to desire. So we've got to come up with our own spiritual definition of what is true prosperity. It's being in the fullness of our humanity as well as the fullness of our divinity. It's being fully human, fully divine. That's true prosperity. Being able to feel whole and healthy no matter what the external circumstances. Being able to have beautiful, loving relationships and to feel loved. Finding our purpose and living it. All of these are what true prosperity really, really represents. And living a life of peace, knowing how to walk through conflict from a higher perspective and claim our peace and our joy to love life. This is true prosperity. So I want to encourage you throughout this talk, find your own definition for prosperity and abundance. Because the truth is, we live in an abundant universe. And the true prosperity comes from what we call in Unity substance, that unseen divine energy that when we call upon it and we claim it, we can manifest in our life today here on earth in physical terms. Because we're creative beings. We have all the qualities of God. We're not God in total. We're part of the oneness where we all can create together, but we can also create the life we personally want to lead. This we believe. This is one of our major teachings, that we are creative beings, and this unseen energy, as we draw this substance through the ethers to us and then shape it in terms of what we want to see around us and who we want to see around us and how we want to express those godlike qualities into the world. We have control over that. We are agents of our own happiness. But we look at the media and then we hear ourselves sometimes going, if only I had more money, right? Or I'm tired of always struggling just to stay even. Or I wish I could do all those interesting things, take those great trips that so-and-so does. Or I just can't seem to get ahead. I know in my family, I heard one of my relatives always say, the harder I work, the behinder I get. You know, we carry these old messages that we may have heard in childhood. We drag them around with us, and we're not even aware of them most of the time. But they are showing up in our present life, even though they're old messages that no longer serve us. So we need to listen to our thoughts, be aware of what's going through our mind, and continue to build a consciousness of plenty, a consciousness of abundance, a consciousness of love and peace and joy, and erase any thoughts of lack or poverty. Because when you hear your ego starting to make those little whiny, you know the voice of your ego? I mean, it's really clear to me. I'm getting really clear about when my ego wants to have its way. And we just let it take a back seat. You know, get thee behind me, Satan. That's what that means. Those are the negative thoughts that come up. That's what we say the devil is. You know, if we're metaphysically, interpretation of the devil is negative thoughts in our minds. But we're not our thoughts. We're not our thoughts. We are the thinker. And we can observe our thoughts. So the good news is when you hear that ego voice and you admit to it, see, a lot of times it just goes on without our attention, you know, and it just goes, and if it gets started, it'll go taking us deeper, deeper, deeper where? Down the rabbit hole. We know how those thoughts can just take over like a whirlpool. But if we hear them, we can stop them and go into the silence and fill our consciousness with positive affirmations of truth, the truth we already know. Some people think of affirmations like a rabbit's foot, you know, like I'm going to make this wish, and if I repeat this affirmation 50 times, I'll get it. But what the affirmations do is remind us of what our spirit already knows. We already know this. It's just reminding us of the truth when we say affirmations with feeling, and we really want to live into those affirmations of good. And so we want to be ready to receive our good. That's the big question we need to keep asking ourselves. Are we ready to receive our good? Because we really don't have to seek or struggle or strive for prosperity and abundance. It's our natural inheritance. It's just a matter of releasing the barriers that we put up in our own mind that limit our ability to receive this amazing flow that's always within us already. And so when you think about these little laments, you know, if only I had this, or if, you know, if I just never have enough time, or I never have this, or blah, 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 reminds me of that story about the lame man at the pool in Bethesda. If you know that little Bible story, I think it's one of my favorites. This was a sacred place where people went to be healed. There was this pool, and they built a structure around it with some porticos that provided shade from the sun, and people who wanted to be healed would come, and it was said that at certain times an angel would stir up the waters in the pool, and when it was bubbling and effervescent, if you could get in the pool, you would be healed. So the Hebrew people would go there, and there was this man who went there, it says in the story, 38 years. He went every day for 38 years. And then he would just be so depressed because for every time the waters bubbled, he would get up, and he walked very slowly and was shuffling along, and people would get in front of him and knock him back, and he never could make it to the waters. And so he was doing his lamenting, and one day Jesus visited the pool, and he went right to that person, the man at the pool, and asked him, "Do you want to be healed?" And the man said, "Yes, yes." And Jesus said, "Pick up your mat and walk." And he was healed. So we must ask ourselves, do we want to be prosperous? Do we want to be healed? What is it we desire? You know, and that passage, and when we think of the Bible interpretation, the book of John is seen as the most mystical of all the Gospels. And when Jesus is mentioned there, the inference is that it's our Christ essence speaking when Jesus is quoted in the book of John. So you will hear your higher self, your Christ self, your true self, your authentic self will say, "Are you ready to be healed? Are you ready to be prosperous? Are you ready to enjoy your life?" We'll hear those words if we go in the silence. Then we can release those old thoughts of lack or doubt and have true faith that if we are patient and if we listen to our higher self, our true self, we will be given what it is we need to do or how to open up to receiving our good. And it can happen for just the tiniest things. I mean, sometimes I'll just be reminded that, you know, I may have hurt somebody's feelings on the phone or something. And I would never intentionally hurt somebody's feelings, but sometimes I get intense about trying to help somebody so much that I'm telling them what to do or whatever, and it's not taken in the context that I meant it. And I remember one day I woke up and realized I had done that with one of my sisters. I was really trying to play big sister and help her, but it was only making her more anxious about her situation. It wasn't helping, and when I hung up, I felt guilty, but then I just thought, well, actually, she hung up on me, sorry. And you can see why my consciousness was working on it. I thought, uh-oh, uh-oh. And so the next morning, I got a clear message. Call her with love, do the loving thing. Because every morning I do ask myself, how can I be more loving today? That's prosperous for me. If I could keep working on being the best inlet and outlet of love I can be. And so you'll find the right questions to ask yourself, but the answer will come. It will come if you trust it, if you open yourself. But again, you've got to let go of the monkey mind. You know, even though the monkey mind, we call it the ego, is always going to be there. So you're not going to be able to, snuff it out completely. You just put it behind you where you're not going to pay it attention. You're going to let Spirit lead you to whatever it is that will take you on that road to opening to your good, that you will be more open to your good. And when I talk about, again, this big idea of trying to understand the concept of God is indescribable because it is so amazing. We can experience it, but literally our human language is not sufficient to even describe the power in the source of all that is, was, or ever will be. And I'm always saying, find your name for God, And one of my favorite names for God is the pool of all possibility. The pool of all possibility. All things are possible. If we can tune into that higher consciousness, that direct connection where we know we are of God, in God, and that we have the opportunity to express God qualities, the divinity within us can be expressed out into the world, and that's how we're all going to heal the world. As we evolve consciously, we're helping to heal the whole world and rise up the consciousness of all humankind. So it's kind of like, sometimes we use metaphors to try to grasp this indescribable concept of God. So imagine God as this huge, vast ocean that there you cannot even see any limit to this ocean. It's just a mass of amazing water flowing and flowing and flowing. And what you have when you approach the ocean is the little cup you had your coffee in this morning or your tea in this morning. And so the cup representing your consciousness, you go out and you dip some water from that vast ocean. That gives you a glimpse of God, right? But what if you had a big jug and you went out and you could get more of that water? It's there for you. And then you may have to go find a tank or something on wheels to load it up or something. So just think of that. We want to expand our consciousness so we can embrace and take in that we are of God and have the qualities of the divine in us. We're God's hands and feet. I love Mother Teresa says we're God's pencil. You know, we are God on earth. We are ye gods, it says in the Bible. So we don't have to strive. We merely have to wake up to it and release the things that limit our thinking of who we really are. That again, we're just not this bag of bones with a brain. We're more than that. We are more than that. And I love that Deepak Chopra calls this the law of pure potentiality, that the source of all creation, that's another name for God, is pure consciousness, another name for God. And he says pure potentiality, seeking expression from the unmanifest, what is not seen, not physical, to the manifest. So that creative instinct in us can pull this energy out of the unseen world, the spiritual world, and then manifest it in the physical world. And when we recognize and love, we are so grateful. So grateful. Amen and amen. And it is so. And now we have an opportunity to be generous and to be giving. And so if you brought gifts for Unity of Gainesville with you, we ask that you place them in the bowl over there when you leave the sanctuary. Some of you may have given online, and so we bless all of your gifts, and we'll together say our blessings together now. Divine love expressed in me, through me as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we pray now for prosperity of Unity of Gainesville, knowing that it is richly blessed and in the flow of divine abundance. We give thanks that just the right people with loving hearts and skills to help us grow are attracted here to this sanctuary or online to join us. And we accept the good that enriches this congregation and all whom we have contact. We are a prosperous, loving, healthy, joyfully co-creating together an abundant life. And so it is. Amen. And now we have a delight to have a new member celebration. And so Carl is going to come up and induct Shirley Mogensen into membership.
Welcome to Unity of Gainesville. I think that you're a wonderful member to have. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
have people watching from the sides over there. They want to make sure that they see this. If you want to just set this down, or you can hold it or whatever, just relax.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
relaxed.
Okay, good. I know you are. Thank you for coming to this new member service. Many people who walk through the doors of Unity Centers throughout the entire world have done so in search of something that has been missing in their spiritual lives. Some folks get what they immediately need and move on. Others stay and study, reflect, work on the principles and work with them. We teach and at some point in time decide for themselves that their seeking is over, that they have been led by the Spirit of truth within them to make unity their home, to commit their time, effort, and energies in this one approach to life. We in Unity, though, make no claim that this is the only path to follow. So there is no creed, there are no vows to take in order to become a member. Instead, we affirm that the living Spirit of truth guides each person along the path to a stronger alignment with the divine. Unity membership is unique. The most important requirement for membership in Unity is the desire to know God and your own human spirit more deeply. So the desire to continue your spiritual practice. Members are encouraged to do what they can to help the ministry grow and thrive and to live their life according to their inspiration of infinite spirit within us all. Rather than being a system of worship, Unity is a way of life. Members are asked to do their best to practice living truth. Teachings on a daily basis of truth, and especially here with each other as we interact. Learning together, having fun together, supporting each other, and this ministry. The objective of the Unity message is to help people live more effective, spirit-centered lives, just like the wonderful message that you heard today from Reverend Betty. According to the experiences of many others who have gone before, the acts of practicing the Unity teachings transforms our consciousness so that people live more happy, peaceful, and productive lives. Unity people unite in order that they might share wisdom and minister more effectively to each other and to others in our daily lives. By our commitment in the sharing of consciousness and membership, we become the channel by which others too are blessed in their lives. Jesus said, "Where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them." And so now I would like for you to take the little sheet that you were given when you walked in the room today, and I will say this one sentence, and then I will cue you as to what you can say. And if you wouldn't mind, at this point, I would like for you all to stand up, if you can. Okay. And if you don't have one of these, maybe you could look on with someone else. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to say that relaxing into the flow of divine energy, we acknowledge and bless this beautiful person, Shirley Mogensen, who's going on this spiritual journey of joining our spiritual community today. And now you and I will read together what you have. Surely we are grateful for your presence and your willingness to support and serve using your time, talent, treasure, and spiritual gifts. We envision you blessed through this loving commitment to our spiritual community. We see you filled to overflowing with love and abundance, health, and wholeness. In the consciousness of oneness, we embrace you with our love and celebrate you through the unlimited flow of divine grace and gratitude. You may be seated. And so I have a blessing for you. May you be aware, give me your hand. May you be aware of infinite spirit dwelling always in your heart, bringing you strength to move through any challenge, and the wisdom to live from your spiritual essence as a divine being. May you be rooted and grounded in love so that you can help the world experience its amazing power to heal any condition or relationship. May you regularly take time apart from the world to be in the stillness where the presence of God is waiting to give you everything you need to lead an amazing life. Just open the door. Know that you are truly blessed, and because of this, you are a blessing to the world. And so it is. And now I would like for everyone to give her the unity blessing together. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold Christ within you. And so it is. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you, everybody.
We also want to acknowledge Christina Gilman is joining as a member too, and she unfortunately is home ill today, so we send her loving blessings, and at some other time we'll have her come up to receive her blessings. But think of Christina as whole and healthy. All right, we're going to have Miss Nguyen come in and talk about the children's lesson for today with her virtual children.
Phyllis just called them our Gator kids. But we like all kids, too. Today we were going to talk about our uniqueness in the world. And Jesus was a child just like the children that come to us at one time, and how unique he was, and how the star was so important when he was born, and that we were going to make our stars too. But our affirmation that hopefully the children will learn is, I am a precious child of God. I love me. You are a precious child of God. I love you. We are precious children of God. We are love.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you want to do the, you want to.
Now we'll bless the children just like we did Shirley. Rub your hands together. And we say, children, we love you.
Love you.
Children, we bless you.
Children, we bless you.
We appreciate you. And we see the Christ within you. We love you, we love you, we really, really love you.
Oh, great. So now we're going to do our peace song, and we'll make a circle, but we won't be joining hands right now. We'll be energetically connected to each other as we sing our peace song. So if you want to form a circle.
My decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my